Chris, as a professional footballer, you have to enjoy moments, and then sometimes you just have to deal with disappointment. 12 months ago it was Wembley disappointment. This season, as I was saying to Richard Keogh, for the majority of this season, Derby have been in the top places, and on the last day, defeat, and you're out of it. How do you react to that? How do you recover from that?
We'll wait and see, obviously, over the coming days. Right now, obviously, the overriding feeling is massive disappointment and a little bit angry, I suppose. I think that's the case for the players, probably for the staff and for the fans and everybody involved with the club. It's going to take a little bit of getting over, but I think professionals, we have to get on with the job. We'll assess, obviously, over the next few days where the direction that the club's going in. I'm hoping, obviously, that it's going to be much of the same and we can keep, obviously, the group together. I think we enjoy each other's company, we enjoy playing with each other. Obviously, we don't enjoy losing together. We want to be winning more together, and that's what we've not been able to do over the last few months. But we need to obviously have a sit down and be frank with each other and be honest and basically see where it went wrong, what our opinions are and how we can maybe do things differently and maybe do things better next time around.
So it's a case of, Steve McClaren was saying, over the next 2 or 3 days, when today is out of the way, you sit down and you review, and as you say, maybe just honest with each other.
Yeah, I think we have to wait till obviously we've calmed down, be cool, calm and collective about it, and just be totally and utterly honest with each other and with the staff and them with us as well, and see where we went wrong and what we can do better. We obviously don't want to be in this position again. We wanted to be successful this year. We wanted to get promoted. We didn't hide from that. We didn't shy away from that. That's what we wanted to do, and quite frankly weren't good enough to do it. For whatever reason, there's probably several reasons why, but that's what's obviously going to be assessed over the coming days. But yeah, we're hugely disappointed with the way probably the last 2 or 3 months has gone, and we just haven't been good enough. And
personally, I guess a bittersweet season because, again, another season of 20-plus goals, but so much frustration in recent months that you've just not been able to be involved.
Yeah, yeah, it means obviously a lot. Scoring goals is a great feeling. It's the best feeling as a striker to score a goal and to win a game, but personal accolades is nothing when obviously the team doesn't succeed. I've said that many times to you after I've scored goals, and the reason I've been able to do that is because of this team and everybody sticking together and sticking by me and me sticking by each other and everyone pulling in the same direction, and that's why I've been able to do what I've been able to do, and the team's been able to be and play and be reasonably successful to this point. And obviously we've not managed to get over the line twice now, but we need to reassess and learn from our mistakes, learn from the things that we've also done well, continue to do them. But yeah, in terms of the goals, that I would have rather scored 2 or 3 and us get promoted. I would have still been able to contribute, obviously, to what would have went on, I hope. But yeah, the biggest disappointment I think for me was that period that I had to sit out and wasn't able to contribute to the team, and that's been the case for obviously a few lads this season. And it's just, yeah, when you're sitting on in the stands and you can't affect it, it's really tough, and you get a bit of an itch on, you want to get out there, but there's not really a lot you can do. Obviously you have to put the work in the treatment room, and I think the lads have done that. We've had our heads down and tried to come back, and we've not quite managed to do it properly yet.
So what does a summer hold for you now in terms of recovery from this injury? Because it just seems to have gone on a lot longer than anybody, I think, could have imagined.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a strange one. It's quite a rare injury, so I'm told from the medical staff. There's a slight tear in the tendon junction between the hamstring and the knee where it attaches. That's come out slightly, and I was getting a lot of fluid build up, and that's still to this day. Obviously I'm getting it. I've had to have it drained on quite a number of occasions, and that's allowed me to be reasonably fit enough to contribute on the pitch, but not to be obviously 100%, and it's been a bit of a catch-22 for the management and for myself in terms of risking the injury to an extent, but also having to try and get match fit, and wasn't able to do that. And it's a shame really, because I was feeling fitter and stronger each day, and the more minutes that I played. So it's just one of those things. We made a decision a few weeks ago to take a bit of a risk with it because of the stage of the season we were at, and I didn't want to sit and wait around and maybe waste a couple of months and think, well, could I have contributed to the team? And that's why I wanted to come back, and we took a calculated risk with that. But yeah, it's just not been able to shake it off, and might mean obviously now reassessing with Sully and the medical staff and seeing what needs to happen, and there may be a chance that I might have to have surgery, but we'll have to wait and see and assess that over the next few days.
So it may not just be a case of rest for a few weeks and see if that helps, it may require more intervention.
Yeah, possibly. We've spoken about it over the last few weeks, but we were hoping, obviously, that it wasn't going to be happening for another few weeks yet. But it's something that we've spoke about, and we'll have to see. There's obviously a couple of options in terms of where we go for it, but I think it's looking quite likely at the moment.
And for the rest of the summer, because, as you know, it'll soon be here and gone and you'll be back in pre-season.
Yeah, there's obviously a few Scotland fixtures, a massive game against the Republic of Ireland, which I would like to be involved in. Touch wood, we'll have to wait and see how the injury heals and various things like that. But yeah, also a much needed rest, I think, for me and for a few of the lads in there. We've had a lot of football over the last few years. I was just saying there before, I think last year I played 3 weeks off being a whole year in terms of when I came back for pre-season. I think Rich had even more than that, and Jeffy and stuff, going away with international duty and stuff. And then we've obviously had a long season again this year with the cup runs and various things. I think we played Saturday, Tuesday every week until November, plus we had international break. So that's been tough for people to take, and I think that's perhaps part of the reason why certain people have broken down, because of the sheer volume of minutes and games that we've played. So I think as much as the situation of having the rest has come around that we don't want, it could be the best thing for us right now.
Maybe a blessing in disguise, even that is hard to take just at the minute.
Yeah, of course. Hopefully we won't look at it like that, but we need to use this period, obviously, to let the bodies rest and make sure that we're committed next year and we give it a right good go again and come back fit and firing.
Well done on the 20+ goals. Try and enjoy the summer.
I'll try my best.